Hello, everybody. It's Friday. It's SketchUp Live Day. Woo! Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us today. My name is Matt, and we're firing up SketchUp Live for another edition today. The start of the weekend. It's Friday, and what a show we have for you today. And with me is the host of the program, Aaron. How's it going today?
Hey guys, welcome everybody. This is going to be a fun one. I like doing these ones. Takes me back.
Yeah,
We're
all
getting
the olden
foundational,
days.
fundamental.
Yeah. So if you didn't see the title, you probably saw the title. Wherever you're watching this, the title. Probably clicked on this because of the title. But yeah, so CAD drawing exercises, CAD files, right?
Yeah.
Dimensions, proper dimensions, a diversion, kind of a something that we normally don't do on the the show, or we take a little bit more loosely than like exact, typing in dimensions. But
yeah, it'll be fun. It's something I always suggest to people who go, well, what do I do to get better at SketchUp or 3D modeling, CAD in general? And one of the things I practice is the only way to do it. There's not really a magic, take more vitamin B like that. There's not a thing like that. You just got to use it more. And taking something where like a solid documented model that is different from the kind of modeling you do day in, day out is a great way to get better.
Totally.
I did just get an email while we were during the music that I wanted to tell people about. It turns out we are the #1 SketchUp based live stream between the hours of 12 and 1:30 Mountain Time.
Whoa!
So I want to share that we're kind of a big deal for an hour and a half a week.
That's right. We're not award winning yet, but
no.
But
yeah,
that's coming.
But try and find somebody during this time slot with better SketchUp content than us. It's not gonna happen.
Can't do it.
Yeah. Yeah, we would be the best from noon till 2, except there's a crime scene investigation lady who comes on. Sometimes she uses SketchUp, and you just can't compete with true crime.
Those people are crazy, man. Those people are fanatics. The true crime heads. So yeah, we don't want to mess with them. Let them have their spotlight for that half hour.
That's right. Yeah. We'll just be boring that last half hour so you don't miss anything when you head over there. All right. We don't really have anything real to announce, I don't think. I think this is just fire away. Do we want to talk real quick about what's coming up the remainder of 2025?
I think we do. Let's get into the promotional segment of the show.
So we're going to tease this out a little bit. Next week, we'll be back here modeling, and we're going to do something fun. We're going to take a card from one of our favorite Christmas movies of all times and model Nakatomi Plaza from Die Hard. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I'll just leave it there. It's going to be a good time. But that's not the one we want to tease out so much. We really are excited about our final stream of the year, which will be coming on December 19th. And we're going to have a guest presenter in here.
Yeah, special guest. We don't have guests very often.
No, we don't. Well, up until recently, it was really hard to do guest presenters because we did it through our own desktop software and all this stuff. So we've been moving to this new format on Restream, which is going to enable us to have people like our special guest on. I don't know if we want to say the special guest now, or do we tease it out through the end and tell? Well, that's what you do on YouTube, right? Stay tuned.
Got to stick around
to the video. We'll tell you who's going to be here on the 19th. We are marketing masters.
Look at you. Look at you. Love to see it. That's a pro tease. All right, on to the show. Let's we will honestly later tell you who's up for that, because it's a big get for us. We're excited about it.
Cool. Yeah. All right. So about a month ago, I brought in 10 of these practice drawings. And there's actually a handful of sites out there that create drawings like this. Just semi-complex 3D shapes. Nothing terribly intricate, but these shapes then are documented in 2D. And then what we do is we just model them based on that information. I would say maybe maybe half, maybe a little less than half of these usually have a missing dimension or an incorrect dimension, which sounds bad if you're trying to practice, but it is the reality of things. No matter what plans you're working off of, no matter what data you're working off of, there's always gonna be something that you don't get that you think you should have. So I feel good working off of something like that, where yeah, stuff's just not right. It's just not right. It happens. All right, I want to start with this one. I like the look of this. I don't have any particular order. I was thinking this one just seemed like the easiest. This is a radial piece, so it is based on a circle. So there's a couple ways we could do this. I think what makes sense maybe is to start with this profile right here, and then we'll swipe that around an array. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to model this. I'm going to model this from the ground up. So I'm going to start right here and pull shapes up, and then come in to make most of this. And then I'm going to come in and add these 4 fins. Then we'll punch the holes through. I think I'm going to do something like that. We'll see. I don't know. I'm going to start modeling. We'll see what happens. Less thinking, man. Okay.
Let's get something on the page.
Yeah. God, we're 6 minutes in and I haven't clicked yet. I do want to point out my model info. This model is set to decimal meters. So we're going to be modeling millimeters as if they are meters. SketchUp, if you don't know, it is a tool that was created for architectural modeling. So modeling stuff that's really small can make it hard to create proper faces, especially things like really small curves and things like that. So if you're doing that, if you're just like, I'm thinking like jewelry size pieces, like this little guy right here is only a couple millimeters across. It's not going to be big. You might want to try modeling at a larger unit just to make sure that all lines up. So that's what we're going to be doing. So if I look at this, if I look at the very bottom here, I do have some dimensions. Here I have a 50 millimeter and then a 60 millimeter circle. So I'm going to start with that. I'm just going to start with the circle. And here's the thing I like to do. If I'm modeling, like I said, something that's based around a circle, I like to work off of the origin. So I'm going to put my first circle right here. Is that 50 circumference or radius?
Diameter.
Diameter. Okay. Circumference.
I wasn't saying that necessarily that was diameter. I was just saying that
right.
Last stream you were saying circumference instead of diameter. You got called out. So I just want to head
it's just
off.
a funner word. I just like circumference. I don't know. Yes, diameter, radius. If you have the full line across, is that what do we say? Chat. Does this logo right here? It's actually a null logo. It means nothing. But does that represent diameter or radius? And yes, I want to call this out. The cross section. It's actually 2 cross sections. So you see, I have an A. Here's my cross section. It goes across one of the fins first, and then it turns 45 degrees and cuts through the hole. So yeah, this is not. We'll never actually have a real cross section like this because my cross section actually pivots. Yeah, J.R. Wales caught that, and you are absolutely right. One of the things I am going to do for this is I'm going to bump up my number of sides on a circle. I'm going to take it up to 48, which is twice as many sides as a normal. And then I'm going to put in here a radius that is half of 50. And I don't want to brag. I can do that math in my head. 25. There we go. All right. Next one, 65. Hold on. 32 and a half. Or 65 halves. Nope, 60. Oh, I screwed that all up. 65.
Oh man, so enthusiastic too.
I was so excited. I know a thing. Okay, there we go. And that comes up 20. So that's going to be our lowest down ring. 20. Boom. Okay, up next. What we got next? So up next we have this piece comes out 120. So what I can do is I can take a circle, I can hover right here and come to this middle piece right here, and then come out 120 halves. I could have done that math, but I was showing that I can also be correct, which is an important part of modeling. All right, this is 20. Half of it to this inside surface is going to be 10, so I'm just going to take this, I'm going to pull this up 10. I'm going to bring this ring up 2. And actually I can erase this because That's no longer, actually, no, hold on, I'm going to put that back down. So that ends right here. And then we have a smaller circle of 40 that goes from there up. So I'll get another circle in here. Again, hover off the edge here, come here, bring it this way, 20. There we go. So this, if I do two lines like this, it'll give us a face there. This goes up from here up to here, which is 60. So I'm just gonna go ahead and grab this piece, pull it up 60. Let's see. In this case, it's gonna leave an empty face underneath there if I pull it up. So I'm gonna hit the Option key to create a new face and then go up 60. Pay attention to your inside and outside faces, because sometimes that will be an issue. Sometimes, depending on which face, if you pull just a normal flat face that's on the ground, it doesn't matter if it's gray, white, up, down, it's going to go the right way. But as soon as you start pulling faces that are connected to other faces, it is going to be conscious of whether you're pulling a face up or down according to the way that face is oriented. So there is a possibility that you'll get that empty face if you don't create new. I'm going to pull this one up to here and erase this. All right, we're looking pretty good. We have this, and this. So all that's left at this point is to get this little right here and then get our fins in there. So I'm thinking about a thing here, and that thing would be this. We need to put one of those onto the corners. I don't know what that is. So here's what I'm going to
make up whatever you want.
Yeah, dealer's choice, baby. All right, so I'm going to come right here, and this little wall here is 10 thick because it's half of 20. Difference between 100 and 20 is 20 divided by 2 is 10. Math in my head, no big deal. 10, it goes up 10, goes back 10, goes down 10. It's a square. And then I'm going to put a little arc on here. I'm going to come down, let's see, 1. I'm going to come down 1. Let's see how close that looks. No, I'm going to go down 2. Whoops. 2. And then I'm good. What? Hey, stop it.
You're still an arc.
Gosh. Stop it. Okay, start over. Thank you. Oh.
You switched the line and you switched back to arc again. I was like, what's going on? Are you trying to do a guide?
I'm going to do a guide because I obviously I can't be trusted with anything else. All right, so I'm going to put a guide right there. Then I'm going to start an arc here. Why does he keep drawing an arc when I'm in the arc command? Oh,
hey, first guide of the stream. Yay! I'm going to be using all the sounds as much as I can. Speaking of, before we get too far away from it, Randor said 2 things. One, that this is the first stream he's watching from his house that he built using SketchUp to design. So that's very impressive. Hey, that's definitely an applause for sure.
My favorite copy.
And secondly, he said to save.
Save.
I've missed you, disembodied save voice. All right.
The ghostly voice of Saves Past is here to remind you.
All right, so I got a profile. I got an edge here. I'm going to do a follow me, and there we go. I should be able to get rid of this. Hold on to everything. Yep, that's good. All right, there we go. I do as well. I realize I'm slowly coming up on some geometry that I'm not going to be able to create with just straight SketchUp, and I will explain why. And I have a feeling what I'll do is I'll put my native geometry I can put in and leave it, and then if I have time later, I'll come back and maybe use an extension, but that's this right here. That intersection between this rounded section, it would be a lot of geometry to go in and figure out how to do all of that. So I'm not going to. I'm going to bring this straight down. We're going to tie it into the side, and I'm going to leave it for right now. There are extensions like Bevel, which is one of my personal favorites from Inside Studio. Makes it very easy to create that kind of geometry. You click on it, you start moving your mouse around, edges show up. It's super fast. But when it comes to creating that geometry natively, we are doing things like this. We're doing a follow me or push pulling geometry. And that doesn't, unfortunately, account for the inside corners were too neat. So I'm going to skip over some of that.
Sounds good.
That's all I got to say about that. All right. Okay, here we go. We have an 8 wide piece here. It's at the corners. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to turn on my hidden geometry. Woo! A lot of hidden geometry. I really made that a very fine... All right, there we go. From there, come up to here, drop it down, and then I'm going to go from here. I'm going to extend long like this. I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to drop down, go long on that. There we go. And then, yeah, we need to get some other stuff going like that. Okay, I should be able to go actually from here to here. I should close that up. All right. There you go. I really don't need that part. So that's what I want right there. It's 8 wide, so that means I'm going to pull it 4 this way. I have to hit Option to create a new face. 4. Come this way. 4. Oops. I created a new face there. I got to delete. Ooh. Sometimes things like this will happen. Fortunately, it's usually pretty easy to put a face back in. Not too big of a deal. But yeah, there we go. All right, so a little bit more work has to happen here. This is where stuff gets a little weird because without those rounded corners, how these pieces come together gets a little awkward. I am going to literally just close it up by taking a piece across like this. And then this edge will go straight down till it hits the floor. Like that, like this. And I am doing this because I'm being conscious of the fact that I only have 2 hours to model all 5 of these pieces. That's why we're not going in. Plus, I don't think I have Bevel installed on the new version of SketchUp I'm using yet. So those are 2 reasons why I'm cutting this corner like this. Something I didn't do.
I was just going to say real quick that you could, of course, migrate your extensions, which is part of the newer versions of SketchUp, which is not that you necessarily should do that right now, but
wait, there's Bevel.
Easier than ever to get your old extensions into new versions of SketchUp with Extension Migrator.
It is good stuff, man. I love it. I think it's so nice. It's so easy to get set up. I still stand by. I've in the past gone on record as saying that I'm a fan of not automatically bringing over everything. But fortunately, the migrator asks you which extensions you want to bring, which kind of solves that problem for me. All right, so I'm going to take this piece right here. We're on here. We come across here, 3x. There's our 3 sides. What didn't come along with that is this little chunk of geometry right there and a little chunk of geometry here. Oh, why did I do that? I should have. Here's what I should have did. Undo, undo. If I take these 2 little faces like that, there we go. I'm going to rotate them around here again. And we're just going to go from one corner, Option, swing it around to the top corner. And we'll just do it 2 times. And there we go. We're now.
This is efficiency at the highest level. Love to see it. Medik Design in the chat says, for stuff like that, I like to use Boolean unions or subtractions. I think this is for the for adding the fins in.
To go in and that I was thinking that actually right about the time that I pulled this out, I probably should have grouped that and made it its own thing. And actually, now that I realize I have bevel, I'm realizing I got myself into kind of a rough place by pre-beveling this. So let's ask a question. Let's suppose, hypothetically, that you want to get rid of this bevel right here. How would you do it? Here's what I do. I'm going to bring a line up. I'm going to, not this one, it's one where I have nice clear space to work with. I'm going to come over here, go up like that. I'm going to come from here, from there to there. And we'll come across like right here. Shift and pull that a little long. Hold up. All right, I guess we're going over there. And then, so basically what I'm doing is drawing that hard geometry back in. Whoops, that did not work. Go vertical. Why didn't that intersect? Oh, because I missed.
Oh.
Precision's important.
Hey Ty, thanks for tuning in. Robert on Facebook says, I liked SketchUp before they started charging for it. There's always been a free version of SketchUp. So if you just look up SketchUp free, you'll be able to find the free version. And Brad points out that if you want to do half a diameter to make a radius, it only works on integer numbers. So that's an important caveat to point out.
To do the /2s, yes, correct.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sorry for the /2s.
Oops.
Go. I don't know if I've ever seen a reverse follow me before, like here.
I don't know that I've ever done it.
To replace something that you normally would take out. But
hey, look at that.
Yeah. Never know what you're going to run into.
Grab that. Soften and smooth that thing. Get rid of our extra lines. There we go. I'm going to grab all of it. And I have this little thing happening here, so I'm going to fix that by right-clicking and saying intersect face with selection. That should give me all that. Now, what I can do, what I think I can do, is I'm going to grab all the geometry from here up. Here down, there's no bevels, but everything from there on up bevels, it looks like. So I'm off. I'm wandering in the forest now, guys. I don't know how it's going to work, but I'm going to go to bevel and try some bevel. Oops, I hit the wrong button. I was supposed to hit live bevel. Grab it all again. Didn't grab any extra. Extension, bevel, live bevel. Son of a gun. This group. I'm giving myself 3 more minutes on this.
Okay. I'll start the countdown. It wouldn't have anything to do with like your edges are not exactly.
I'm wondering if it's because of these little right here. Oh, reverse. Oh, I might have some internal faces. Let's use Solid Inspector real quick. Yes.
Opening on your other monitor, as is tradition.
That's right. Whichever one you're not looking at, that's where it'll be.
Mm-hmm.
All right, there we go. We'll try one more time. Boop. Extensions. Bevel. There we go.
Yay.
All right, let's bring that down. Like that much. Some things happen.
Oh yeah, that's not what you wanted.
You know what? I think this looks awesome. I'm good with it. All right, moving on.
Very good. Yeah.
Those of you who've been around for a while know that I will probably spend the next hour trying to fine tune and figure out how to use that as I try to recall how to use the extension and figure out what the drawing's showing. I'm not going to do that to you. I want to move on. I've learned. I'm growing. Mature.
Yeah, always good to know when to move on. Studio Article points out that I spoke inaccurately when I said there's always a free version. In At Last days, there was not a free version. So after the Google acquisition, that's when the free version came into existence. Thanks for pointing that out. And yeah, now we're on to the next. I guess this is number 7 technically because you did 5 in the first stream and 1.
That's right. That was 6.
So here we go.
7.
6, 7. Right.
You know
something.
It feels good. It feels good to be 4 minutes in and be on the 7th model. That sounds neat.
That's impressive.
But when it comes to troubleshooting and fixing stuff, sometimes you just got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them and when to walk away and when to quit streaming. Oh, sound effects are the highlight of my week, everybody. I'm sorry. Oh, it's the
Plenty
best.
more.
Okay.
Plenty more.
Focus. This looks like a very rigid skateboard truck.
Yeah, you're not turning
No.
very well on this one, but
No. All right. So what I want to do in something like this, anytime I have a plate that I'm working off of, which I'm looking at this bottom piece as being, I'm going to want to model that flat on the ground. So what I want to do is I have this rectangle based on these dimensions. I want to figure out where these points are on the inside. So we look right here. That's 74 down to 50 says 24, says 12 in from each side. So I'm going to use my guide. Come this way 12. Come this way 12. And on this side should be the same. Let's see. Yep, 24 different. Come in 12. And come in 12. Now from here, I'm going to do a couple circles. I'm going to do one circle that goes from here to this corner right here, and then a second circle from here that comes out. What is that screw hole? Oh, I didn't put screw holes in the last one. This is...
Gotta be somewhere.
I would think. Whatever I want.
Can anybody in the chat spot it?
Does everybody not see that?
Well, you could go back into the do the other one if you wanted to.
That's true. Throw some screw holes in the other one while you guys tell me what I did wrong.
South Hill Farm, if you're getting paid to submit drawings, you can't just leave it. You have to finish. That's a great point. And luckily, that's not what we're doing here today. This is all for fun, man. So
nobody will pay me for what I do here.
I haven't gotten there yet, but it's all for the passion.
That's right. We do this because we love it.
Mm-hmm.
What is this? Why do I have a... hold on. Come on down here. Did anybody spot the issue there, or...
I didn't.
Or figure out what our, not our issue, but our... and this one up here is 11, so I'll go to the same spot. I'll go to circle. Grab that again. Rotate around here. 3x, and then that goes down 5. Then we have a countersunk hole.
Bang, bang.
Make that a new group. Back over here. Yeah, I'm just going to go, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look at it. And I'm going to say 5.5 looks perfect. No, that's definitely smaller. It's definitely 4. It's totally a 4. No, it's not. Probably 5. Yeah, that was good. All right, we're going to make it 5. So I'm just going to do that. Again, each of these, just a quick circle coming out to 5, coming out to 5, coming out to 5. Then go knock my corners off. At this point, I can actually safely get rid of my guides as well. And then get rid of these inside chunks of circle. Select and delete these faces. Oh, wait, no, hold up. I actually want to keep those. But I do want to delete this. Delete this, delete this. Now, here's the thing that happens sometimes. I have 2 different heights I want to push-pull to. So this one's 15, and then this one down here is going to be 11. What I'm going to do is pull the higher piece up first. So I'm going to come up here, go up, whoops, I double-click there. Come up 15. That gives us that. I didn't hit the modifier key, so here's what I was talking about. See how this is joined together? Because that dark face, the back face is down, it's leaving a hole there. So this is a spot where I want to hit Option and then pull that up 15. And then I can double click. I'm showing it from the underside, but you can do it from the top too. It'll work just as well.
I got your 4 toilet paper rolls there.
You're right. That's right. Oh, think of what that all would have been worth like 4 years ago.
We could have been millionaires. Man.
So again, pull another new face up. This one I'm going to take up to 11. And there we go. By starting by taking the bottom or the tall pieces first, we can bring the short pieces up. What you can't do is bring a short piece up and then go past it with another tall piece. So what would happen if I had brought this up first? I would have had to bring my toilet paper rolls up, stop, and then pull them up another 4. So I saved myself some clicks there. Speaking of clicking, I'm going to triple click. I'm going to go to soft and smooth, untoggle and retoggle. I wonder why that is. Oh, because I did my push pull with a plus, which means create new faces. So if I teleport inside here, you can see, get inside the middle piece. I have these extra faces right here. So I would need to get rid of each of these faces in order to make this one piece or be able to properly soften and smooth. If I don't like that, I can always do this. Solid Inspector is not native, but it might as well be. It is a free extension. Everybody who doesn't have it should have it. Come in here. I can go to Tools, Solid Inspector. It should find an offer to delete those interior faces. There we go. And now I can triple click. There we go. All right.
Solid Inspector is on web, right? If you have
it is.
a subscription.
It's a native part of web, just not native part of desktop at this point.
Yes.
All right. So we have one piece here. I'm thinking maybe we'll do some solid tools this time. We'll grab this piece. We'll create this as a stock as a separate piece, and this the truck or the cross part separate. So let's start by drawing this circle. So I'm going to come in here. What's our outside is 40. So I'm going to grab a circle right here. 40 halves. So what was being said before is I could put 40 halves. What I can't do is like 40.5 halves. It won't, because that'll see 40.5 and a half. It doesn't work that way. So you can put a solid number. That's going to give me 20. And then I'm going to go circle here again, start again at the middle, and we pull this out to half of 25. So 25 halves. And then we have this little right there happening. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go find the middle again. I'm going to pull a line just straight across right here, just because I want this reference right here where that is. This is 7 wide, and then it goes in 28 from the far side. So actually I'll pull this over till it hits here, because then I'm going to come here, come across 28. It's going to take me right there. It's 7 wide, so that's 3.5 up, and then drag that in, 3.5 down, and drag that in. So here's the thing I did. Notice how instead of trying to stop right here, I just kind of drew it long. This spot right here, if I look right here, I have this, oh, my battery's low on my mouse.
Oh.
I have a snap point right here. I have a face right here. And then of course I'm on a surface. So the possibility of going here and then misclicking and not getting that line perfect is a little higher than it normally would be. If that's the case, especially if I'm zoomed out like this, I'll just run it a little long. I got to come in here anyhow and delete some extra geometry. So that wasn't a real inconvenience to have that extra line there. What would have been an inconvenience is if I pulled that up and I was just short, or if I snapped over to that point and created a crooked line. That would be worse than what I just had to do. So yeah, some people call me out. Why'd you do that? That's extra work. I get it. I get what you're saying, but I do what I want. All right, I'm going to take this and I'm going to push this up. Whoops. That's interesting. Let's try that again. Let's draw a line right here to try to break that. Get rid of that. There we go. And that goes up. Actually, I'm going to move it like this. It's going to be easier to get it lined up if I grab it. Yeah, I'll go grab by the middle. And then we'll place this. Here's the center here. I'll bring it down from the center to the center here. Find where those two intersect, and we'll place it right there. All right. Now, I'm going to take that. I'm going to do this in 2 pieces. No, I said I was going to do this as solid, so let's do it as solid. I'll take this up, what did I say, 57, enter, and then I will triple click and make that a group. And now if I grab both these groups, it should say 2 solid, whoop, no, get rid of that. entity info, 2 solid groups, which means I can go over to tools and say outer shell, and there we go. Now the issue with this right now is that that bottom doesn't go through. So I'm gonna double click. I'm just gonna push pull and drag that down to the bottom, and there we go. Now it cuts all the way through. Okay, working with another solid right here. Now, pretty easy. We have this tube that goes through here. We're gonna throw in here. Gosh, whenever I say it's easy and look at it, I'm like, no, it's not, because we have tube crossing tube. So it's gonna be a little extra work. And I'll explain why I'm saying the words that I'm saying in just 1 second.
You make everything look easy, even if it's not. So.
Aw, thanks, Matt. All right, so let's get this made. 25 to the outside, 15.2 to the inside. So here's a spot where I can't put 15.2 halves. It's not gonna let me do that. So I'll have to figure that out manually or something. I don't know. We'll start on the outside with the 25.
This is the benefit of
that's right. Somebody do my math homework. Every once in a while, I sit there and wonder, what would Mr. Killian, my high school Algebra 2 teacher, think of the work I do? He'd be proud of the fact that I do math now and it was worth taking his class twice? Or would he be disappointed that I'm struggling with foundational addition and subtraction and division? All right.
Geometry is where you really shine. So
that's right. All right. So 15 is 14 and a half plus an eighth. So we'll just say 14.6125. Nope. No, 7, not 14. Oh boy. I'll try that. 7.625. Let's see. If I draw a line all the way across there, is that 15.2? Oh, almost. All right. Here's my tip for those who want to avoid math at all costs. If I come in here and I draw a line that is 15.2, and then I take that line by the middle point and I drag that to the middle of that circle, now I can draw a new circle from this point to this point, which is 7.6, and then erase that. And it's just that easy.
Take that, Killian.
All right. So now I'm going to pull that up 84. And we'll grab that, make that a new group. One of the nice things about putting this in a group too is the handles I get, because I can take that and spin it on its middle axis using these handles to my 90 degrees like that. I can also place it by kind of wherever I want. So in this case, it tells me that this is 38 up off the ground. So if I was to take it, I could grab it by this piece. I'm going to start at the middle point. There we go. And then I can move it up. So the bottom's right here. Oh, actually, let's move to the center. So I'll come over here. I'll grab it by that middle piece, drag it down to right here. And then I will just move it up. So going straight up, 38. Should put it right where it says it should be. 38 to the center. And then horizontally, this is 18 off of the middle. So I already know that's on the middle. So I can, from there, I can just go 18. That says it's where it's supposed to be. It doesn't look right.
Doesn't it?
You know what I did? Because I said 57 from here to here. So this is 15 too tall right now. Easy enough. Come in here. 15. Even the SketchUp guy makes mistakes. See that?
Unbelievable.
It's not the first, folks. All right. So now, here's the question. We've done a couple of videos on this sort of thing. If I take this, which is a solid tool, and I take this, which is a solid tool, I select both of them. I'm going to save right now, just in case. Go to Tools, and I say Outer Shell.
Sorry.
I get this. This is not what I want, right? Because I want this to be out of here. So maybe I'll come in here and I'll delete this. And then I'll come in here and I'll delete this. And then we'll have, now we need to figure out how to close all that up. I guess I could sit here and hand stitch for a while, but
Stitch, 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 stitch.
I guess I didn't do that right. Oh, there. So I have to find each point along here, and then I could do that, but I don't want to do that. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody needs to see that. So I'm going to undo all the way out till I have two separate groups again. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to grab both of these. I'm going to right click. I'm going to say intersect face with selection. What it's going to do then, I'm going to grab this and hide them temporarily. It's going to give me two sets of edges. Wow, that's cool. I'll make a piece of jewelry out of that, and that's awesome. I don't know why I just thought I saw a pendant there. Or a ring. You can put a ring on there.
A brooch? Yeah, it could be a ring. Band-aids.
Okay. So what I want to do here is this piece right here and this piece right here should be the insides of those two chunks. But I'm still going to have to stitch, aren't I? I think I am. All right, so if I take this, I'm going to grab...
What about the other solid tools that like leaves the different pieces in different chunks? Could you use that?
There we go. All right. So I'm going to hold on to this just in case. Wow, that is such a cool shape. Sorry. Focus.
Save that in your component library just for later.
Weld them, make it a group, and then we will temporarily hide that. All right, so here's what we could do. Look at my hidden stuff. I'm going to say unhide, and turn my hidden stuff off. What we could do, you're right, Matt. I will grab these two. I'll go into tools, solid tools, and I will get the intersect. Intersect is the portion where both these two pieces cross over each other. And I will right click and I will copy that. Actually, just go to edit and select it. Edit, copy, and then undo. Undo brings that back where it was before. Now, this seems like a difficult thing, but it's actually pretty straightforward. So now if I do that same thing, if I was to take these two and go to tools and make a new solid tool, outer shell or union, come in here and delete again the pieces, the extra pieces, these two faces. I would have this. Now, if I come in here and I say edit, paste in place, it's going to put that plug back in there. This plug, however, is too much because I don't want everything that's here. So let's hide, let's hide everything. I really only need this ring right here. So all this stuff is the actual cutout piece. So what I'm going to do is take this, cut it, delete that piece, and edit, paste in place. Nope, I did that wrong. What I want piece, perhaps, is this piece and this piece, right? I don't know. Why are you asking me? Right. Edit, paste in place. That
looks right.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So this circle goes through. This circle goes through. Yes, we did it. All right. I don't know if I deserve that.
Okay, no, you definitely got there though. That's good. Ty was saying earlier that you could use sandbox tools for that, perhaps. When you have that.
Yeah, well, that was the other thing. I could loft this together somehow using a lofting tool by selecting the edges, and that original that would have made a cool pendant or ring geometry. I could have probably used that to use some like lofting tool to tie it together. But I felt like there was a way to do it with sandbox or with solid tools too. But yeah, we got options. All right, I'm gonna cut a corner over here real quick and just. Yeah. All right, so there's a piece done. Another piece. We got two. Where did I
So yeah,
mention?
Wales
We're
was
doing
also, before we get away from this piece,
Mhm.
asking, can't you just intersect and delete the surfaces? Like, couldn't you have when they were?
you. So if I had intersected them, yeah, then I could selectively go in and just start deleting extra pieces. I would have to make sure to go inside too. So for example, I'd have to come in here and make sure I go down through here to make sure the extra piece, because there'll be faces in here, and then there'll be faces here, and there'll be faces here. That would have worked as well. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Would have been nearly as fun.
Yeah, a little messier and not as much troubleshooting involved, but
That's right.
a possibility if that's the way you want to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. That would work. That would work for sure. All right. We got 3 pieces left. I like this guy. I'm gonna do this guy. How you doing, guy? All right. So this, I'm gonna treat this like a plate. We talked about plates, drawing plates on the ground first. So what I'll do is I'll draw this piece right here. It's kind of a box actually that comes up. We'll make that solid, and then we'll bring our screw pieces right here in, and then we'll draw this on top. So let's do that. Let's see, what's our overall dimensions. So we have overall dimension of 120. What is this? Section B. Where's B? Oh, B's right here. Oh, so that's the outside of these things. To the outside of this thing. This is here. This is here. Like I'm missing this. I believe that we will be able to infer it, though, based on where this other geometry is. I'm assuming that this is the same as this. So if we put in these 4 holes, we know where these 4 points are. We should be able to work from it. So, oh, right here. So we'd go 43, 114, and we'll assume it's 43 over on the other side also. So if I go this way, 43, then we'll go 114, and then we'll go 43, and then we come down 120. And then I'm going to right now, so I don't lose it, grab a guide and pull that over to my 43. And then pull that one. Oh, whoop, stop. Over to the next 43. So this is where one screw thing goes, this is another. All right. So we have a radius of 100 on here. Pulled from right here. No, pulled from the center. Okay. So I'm going to do another guide. I can't believe all the guides he's doing today. You'd think he likes using guides. All right, I'm going to put a circle from here out. A radius of 100. So I'm going to come this way, 100. There we go. So there's our radius. So we get rid of this, we get rid of this, we get rid of this, we get rid of this. Because I use guides, I only have to delete those pieces. I have to get rid of all that extra stuff. Right here, we have a radius of 18. So I'm going to start right here. And you know what? Let's do this. Let's pull a guide.
Oh my gosh. This would be a perfect opportunity to use a guide.
Yeah. So I'm going to draw a line across here and across here, temporary. And then I will grab a guide. Pull it back 18. Pull it back 18. Wait a minute. Those two don't look the same. Try that again. 18. Still don't look the
same. Oh yeah, you're in meters, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. 18, enter. There we go. So if I draw A, bring this up until it turns magenta. There was. See if it'll recognize that. No, it doesn't recognize that as. I can't just snap it on the corner like I could on a rectangle.
Oh,
that's too bad. All right, so I'm going to just come here. magenta. What? Are you with me?
Can you like use the flip to flip that shape over?
Yeah, but I want to know why that's not happening. Hold on, one more try.
Yeah, people saying flip mirror.
Yeah, I could have, but I apparently had a desire to draw them all.
Yeah,
All right, so
well,
I
you
get
did
rid of
it.
this. Get rid of this.
Yeah, we recently had a comment about that, and I couldn't replicate it, but just seen it on here. So yeah, I don't know what was going on with that.
Not sure what that's about. All right, so this is still, is it 43? Okay, so there's the base of our plate. Doesn't look the same, but I did an 18 radius right here. I don't know. All right, now we'll go to the profile real quick. Let's see, this is, where is this top? 15 down from 26 from here from, that didn't feel very good. I don't feel good about that. Oh, 45. 45 minus 15, so this is 30. So here's what I'm thinking I'm going to do. I'm going to draw this wall with this curve on it. So I'm going to come right here. I'm going to come up to the top, which is going to be 30. And then we'll come in. Well, it doesn't really matter because it's just, we got to come in enough so that we get a wall like that. 6. Just comes over 6. Draw a line almost all the way up. And then right here's a radius of 10. So I'm going to drop a line down 10. Draw an arc from that point to here. There we go. And I can grab this one and I can offset it from here to here. Take this edge over to here to here. There we go. There's my face. Whoa, look at that ambient occlusion show up. That's neat. I'm going to grab minus this. Right click. Weld that. I can actually get rid of this face. I don't need this at all. So I can grab this piece. I can follow me. I can click here. Oh, yes. Yes. Thank you.
Nice. Looks like a stadium.
Yeah. We just did some stadium modeling. All right. So I'm going to get rid of this. Something under here. I made a soap dish. Christmas present. Let's 3D print that for everybody right there on my list.
Yeah.
Put a little cut in here. It'll be an ashtray. Remember ashtrays? I don't know why I said that in a longing kind of way. I don't smoke or
Oh, and nostalgia. Nostalgia bomb.
Ashtrays.
Ashtrays. Oh. Smoky restaurants. Oh, remember that?
Oh, wow. That was really something. Somebody actually asked for that on a comment. I don't know if you saw that on a video. Because we've been doing more how to model a thing in 10 minutes. So I did this water bottle just recently. And somebody came in and gave a bunch of ideas. And one of them was a cigar ashtray. And I was like, that would be fun. But how many people would actually know what it was without saying it? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what makes an ashtray a cigar ashtray. I guess bigger cutouts. I don't know. Anyhow.
Yeah,
there's something not
that, but yeah, if you have an idea for something you would like to see us model or to see Aaron model more accurately, yeah, let us know in the comments for sure, whether it's a live stream or just a regular video on the YouTube channel.
Yeah. All right, so that's that piece. Let's get one of these little fellas, little dudes modeled. So let's see. 146 minus 94. Nope. Not doing that in my head.
52.
Whoa. Divided by 2 would be 26.
Yes.
And half of 26 would be 13. So we're talking about a 13 right there. Yeah, how about that? Inside that, we have a 12, which is going to be half of 12 is 6. So we're going to put another circle right here, and we're going to go out 6. That gives us the outside wall here. and then it's 35, and then I have a radius of 2. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull that up 33, and then I'm going to come in here straight across to get on the red axis, like that. So it actually goes both directions. And then I will draw a rectangle. Up. Oh, I did not draw that last one up. That'd explain it. Oh boy, it's all falling apart.
Uh-oh.
Easy fix, easy fix. There we go. And I'll try that again. This time we're going to go up 2. All right, so now we just need to go over here 2, draw an arc from here to here. Regular from here. No. 2. When you're drawing arcs, one of the things I will recommend is any place you can create geometry that you're pulling tangent to, it's easier. So that's why I drew that line here across 2 and then pull this back, because that's tangent to this line. If I'd started right here, there's not actually a tangent line to pull off of. I'd have to draw a new line down here to pull to get that tangent edge. So that was easier. All right, so now I'll grab this. Follow me with this. Huh, that's interesting. Let's smooth that out, shall we? So something's a little off right here. So let's go take a little peek inside. So we can get rid of this. And I don't know what's going on here. All right. Nor do I care, I guess. As long as it all's well, ends well, thing like that.
Bye-bye. Nice and clean.
All right, so I'm going to make that. I could make that a component, but realistically, I'm probably not going to modify it at all. So I'm just making it a group. Make sure it's a solid group. So we'll go Tools, Solid Inspector again. Over here, we have an external face in there. Oh, I didn't cut out the bottom. Let's fix it. There we go. All right, now this is going to move from the center of this hole right there. And I'm going to place it. I'm going to flip upside down to look at it, because that's going to get placed right here. And I'm going to use my stamp tool to grab it from that point and place a copy where this intersection is, where this intersection is, and where this intersection is. And there we go. All right. Same thing as before. We got to kind of figure out now, how do we intersect this? So what was suggested before, we have this piece and this piece. If we grab this, if I take, so if I grab this, I'm going to cut it. I'm going to go into context here. I'm going to edit. I'm going to paste in place, right? So if I did that, and now I come in here and I grab this face and this face and I say intersect face with selection, it's going to break it all, right? So now I can come in and be selectively go, get rid of this piece right here. That's good. That go all the way through. It did. Get rid of this piece right here. Over on this side. Actually, move the drawing. Do those go through? Yes, those go all the way to the ground. So we do want to keep it like this. So I could get rid of this. I'll have to clean that up. I will say, one of the nice things about solid tools is, assuming you're modeling at the right height, it tends to be less destructive, but yeah. All right, so here's what I'm thinking. Here's why I'm doing this the way I'm doing it, because I have some thoughts happening right now.
Okay.
You know, some people are going to argue with that, probably don't believe me, but I do have a
prove 'em
thought
wrong.
going on.
Let us know.
Oops.
Fill us in.
Right. So what I think I can do, actually I need to take these two, intersect face with selection. If I get one of these nice, like, right, so my geometry is all perfect, and I clean this all up, I could take this and mirror that intersection geometry. So I get rid of these pieces right here potentially, and just mirror them over, and then get rid of some extra geometry. But I would have to do a little more cleanup, so I want to come in here, look inside here, get rid of this face, delete. I want to keep that face. Nope, get rid of that face too. That would go away, maybe. Nope, not that one. This one. Delete.
Somebody asked, how do you make the edges look so smooth? Is it a plugin? No, that is just part of the regular SketchUp display. As you can see, Aaron has this panel open on the right side, soften smooth edges. So you can either get that to that, in the window menu, or if you right click on geometry and say soften smooth, then it'll bring up the panel for that. So then there's like a slider for what angle you want to display soften or smoothed geometry at. So yeah, soften smooth is the way to get that look.
All right, there we go. I think I got rid of it. Now I'm going to take this geometry. Actually, I have to be very careful because it'll be just copying geometry. And then I will say, all right, copy that. Make a copy. And I will use the midpoint of this, not this, because the midpoint of here is going to be over here somewhere. Midpoint of this one's going to be further over. There we go. And now I'll grab both of those and say mirror that again. I'll mirror that to middle point here. Whoops. Didn't hit my modifier key to make a copy. All right. And I will have a little bit of cleanup to do, but it should be fairly quick since everything intersected. It should be fairly quick to just come through here, get rid of that. Same thing over here. Actually, I wonder if I could just delete just this edge and have it all go away. No, I can't. Thank you for asking. I do have some internal faces I might have to clean up as well, but I could probably do that with Solid Inspector. So let's try that. Yoo-hoo. I had internal faces, I got external faces, I got reverse face. Just fix it all. So this is why fix it all needs to be used sparingly. Because see what it did there? It thought, this whole piece needs to go to make it a solid, which is an option. There's a valid option to say just get rid of all this geometry and everything else will be solid. Unfortunately, it's not a good solution for what I want to do. This is why doing cleanup from the inside is usually a decent thing to do, not a bad plan. So if I come around here and get rid of these pieces up top, and look in here, there's an extra piece, delete that. There's an extra piece, delete that, and then should be able to connect. Anytime you have a donut like this, put 2 lines from point to point on the outside, and it should close it up. Beauty, that's what I'm looking for. So unfortunately, there's not a quick way to, let's see. Oh no, you know what I could have done? Now that I'm in the spot I'm in, I could have modeled a quarter of this whole thing. I could have chopped it, cleaned up one, and then done everything I did with the whole thing and not just one section. So. But at this point,
your cost is sunk at this point.
Yeah, I'm almost done.
Let's just keep riding.
Right.
Or you keep riding.
Next time.
We had a question about, do you guide rendering plugins which can be used in SketchUp? Not really. There's so many different ways to create renderings from SketchUp models, so we don't really focus on any one. On SketchUp Campus, which is like our in-depth learning website, learn.sketchup.com, there are some resources for V-Ray. V-Ray isn't included in the studio subscription of SketchUp, so there's more learning content from our team on that particular rendering solution, but I would just suggest looking online because there's a lot of good resources for different rendering extensions for SketchUp, depending on what you're trying to do. So
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard because what's your favorite rendering software is kind of like what's your favorite football team, um, and you can whatever kind of football you want. That could be European or American. People are going to have some strong feelings, and for us, it's just not worth it to say you should be using one or another, anything like that. So, okay,
Yeah, all good for
uh,
different, different uses.
there's that piece. Let's see, is it solid right now? It is a solid group. Beauty. So the only thing we have to do now is we have to kind of model this thing, slap it on the top, and then we can move on to the next. So this does go above and below a little bit. Shouldn't be too big of a problem though. We'll start right here with this circle. The big circle is 82, so I'm going to do a circle right down here of 41. There's our big outside circle. Then inside that we have two circles. One is 61, is showing the center of these drilled out holes. So I'll go ahead and just put that in there. There is no guide for circles. So when you draw a circle, you draw a circle. There's no guide version. So that is one spot where you're going to have to draw real geometry. But half of 61 is 30.5. And on the inside we have 40, so that's 20. So start here and pull out 20. I'm going to get rid of these guidelines because they're getting in my way. All right. So there's that piece. That's that right there. I'm not going to put my circles in yet because you see these circles don't actually go all the way through. They cut down and then they stop. This one goes all the way through. This one doesn't. It does look like we have a little lip here, but we'll come back and, oh no, it's a corner. Okay, so we'll knock that off later. Meanwhile, 60 over from the center here. So I'm going to draw an edge down to here. So I can pull a guide from here. 60 this way. There's a center of another circle here. It's 60 there, and then it's from here, the guide, up. It says it's up 15 from the center of this. So 1, 5, there we go. So this is the center of these circles. So we'll start with the outside one, which is 60, which is 30. 60 diameter, which is a 30 radius. And then what do we got? Then we got a 35, which is 17.5. Some doesn't look right there. Well, maybe that's not too bad. Okay. All right, I'm gonna put a radius in the middle of this point, to the middle of this point. Select it, and it's supposed to be 10. That did not work well at all. All right, undo. The problem with doing circles.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I'd say the problem with doing radiuses on circles like this is that you're drawing them between segments. So sometimes you got to kind of guess where they go, I guess. See how close that is. Ooh, that was very close.
Some talk in the chat of a desire for circle guides for a feature in SketchUp.
I'll take this moment to point out that neither Matt nor I are part of the actual development team, so we're users like you. So I apologize if ever you have an idea and we're like, yeah, that would be cool. Let's move on, because that's kind of what we can do.
Yeah, we're at the whim of the developers too.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'd be cool.
That would be very cool. Yeah, I think we should probably keep that thought around. Let's not lose that. All right, I'm gonna get rid of all my guides. I'm gonna make this. Ooh, I can get rid of this. Triple click this. Make this a group. I'm gonna move it by the center of this point because I know where this is relative to everything else. It is in the middle, so we can find, if I turn my hidden geometry on, can find my middle point right here. And then I'll bring this over, just arbitrary to get it in the middle. And then we see how far over it is. It's 17 to the middle, from the middle of this circle. So if I come over here, find the center, draw an edge up like this, draw a line over 17, and then I can move this from that middle point horizontally to right here.
Nice.
That's now where it's supposed to be. Now, this is a lot of work. I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to bring it up. We need to unhide all the things we're hiding. Get rid of hidden geometry. There we go. Hold on, let's do this. I'm going to grab all this stuff, just all of it, and I'm going to right click and hit weld. Let's see, that gives a welded edge there. All of our circles are still welded. Perfect. So I want to pull this up 15. So I'm going to come in here, push, pull, grab that up 15, enter. This comes up 15 also. And then this circle is where we put our other pieces on there. Okay, so this one comes up here and then goes down 5.
Shath on LinkedIn says hello. Hey, thanks for joining us.
Hey, how's it? So one of the things I can do, because I can't do circular guides, I can put guide circles in separate context. So this circle right here we have, this is a circle of a size 12. So I can come in here and I can say, okay, at the top here, give me a 6. No. All right, I'm back to making up things. Put the circle in right like that. That doesn't look right either. Let's go 4. All right. And I can take that and I could use, again, referencing this circle, I can grab the middle point. Maybe. And say option, bring that to 60 degrees, 5x. So by doing this outside of context, I'm not breaking my circles, right? So now I could come in here, I could get rid of this circle, come back out of context, sweep select all these, Command X, come into context, edit, paste, in place, we'll put them where they're supposed to be. And then from there, I could drag them each down 15, 1, 5, enter, and then double click, double click, double click. The problem with using reference geometry rather than guides, of course, is that they break other geometry. So by keeping it in a separate context, it prevents that from happening. I got to talk less and model more because I'm not going to have time to do both of these if I don't hurry up. But that's really what I'm here for, so I'm torn. Okay, I'm going to come in here. I'm going to grab this face, intersect face with model. That should break it at the outside. Let's hide everything else. Yeah, so I want to get rid of that. And then really, all this stuff. Delete, 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 delete.
Very nice. We had a question about trying to get my SketchUp model into PowerPoint using STL, and there's some weird stuff going on. I guess it depends on what version of SketchUp you have, depending on if you can export like GLB file or FBX. Those might do a little bit better. You used to be able to import SKPs directly into PowerPoint, but I think that's no longer supported.
Yeah, there's a security issue with that. I don't remember what it was, but Microsoft was doing it for a while and then stopped.
Yeah. And yeah, hard to diagnose your problem here, but if that doesn't solve it, maybe try going in the forum and posting it there.
Sounds good. All right, so I got two things to do. I got to extend these out, and then I got to drop them down. 15 plus 6, so 38 and 50. If I try to do a circle right here. How far is this from here to here is 40, so I can just offset that 5. I'm guessing the same thing for this one, but we'll check the numbers just to be safe. 28 to 38, yep, 5. And then they come down. 26 minus 15 is 11, minus 6, 5. So they come down 5. All right, and there we go. That piece did. Wow, that one was more work than I was expecting. That was cool. All right,
complex.
This one seems simple.
Sneakily complex. Okay, good. Finally, got a simple one.
What did you just say to your doom yourself, stupid? Okay. All right, so here we'll go circle of 65 halves. That gets me that outer circle. Inner circle is 41.25. So I'm going to do the same thing I did before, 41.25. I can move that. I got a question for the chat. You guys remember Construction Master calculator? Or maybe some of you still have them, but I don't. Anybody have a Construction Master calculator? Those calculators that would allow you to do math based on construction stuff, numbers, things?
I've never heard of that.
Probably have one somewhere in here, but it's really cool because you could type in things like foot, inches, sixteenths, or add it to millimeters, and it would let you do different dimensions and figure stuff out like that. It was a nice tool to have if you're doing a lot of this kind of work. All right, here we have a 45 by 24 rectangle. So I'm going to start with that. I'm going to say 45, 24. Turn that sideways. Move it vertically so it's at the middle here. To find the middle, I'm just going to come kind of buzz down here. I can turn on my hidden geometry and then use the middle of any of those lines. And then slide over this way by grabbing here, go this direction, use that center point. And then, let's see, how long is this? I'm just going to right now. I'm just going to slide this over like that, and I'll make it its own group too. And then I'll make this middle piece right here. So right here, we'll start with a 25, radius of 25. Oh, see that? They're messing with me. They dropped a radius in there. Messing with me in a good way because I caught it.
Yeah, watch closely.
And a half of 34.
Trick you.
Man, 34 halves. That was 43. The order of the numbers do count. 34 halves. All right. And then we have another one of these, same as we did on our first piece, or this piece. No, wait. It's hidden geometry hanging out there. We got the same thing here. We got this 12-inch thing. This is coming down from the center. It comes down 22.4, so just 22.4. It's 12 wide, so I'm going to go this way 6. Let's go up. Same thing over here, over 6. A lot of people, so I just did another thing that I feel compelled to comment upon. Again, I ran geometry past. I also drew those 2 lines 2 times on either side. Couldn't you use an off or a duplicate or some turn? Yeah, you could. I could have drawn one and then flipped it with mirror, or used the other one.
Rotate or something?
Yeah, rotator mirror. There we go. But I didn't. Depending on your workflow, sometimes the flow of just clicking is quicker to draw a little extra geometry and erase it rather than stopping, going and use select to highlight the geometry you want to modify, then hit the tool and then tell it where you want the copy to go. Sometimes it's quicker just to draw something 2 times. So your call though, that's on you. You get to figure out how that works best for you. So right here,
Yeah, I feel like
example.
especially with because you have the 3D mouse, like you have fewer keyboard shortcuts directly available. So maybe that for you,
That
that's
is true.
faster not have to go back to the keyboard and then back if there's a special tool you're going for or something.
Yeah, absolutely. And so it really, that's a great, it really depends on your setup, how you're set up to draw stuff. Okay, so from here, 44 up, we have another circle. So I'm gonna come here, draw that up 44, and draw another circle right here. This circle is 5. Just a little guy. All right, we can get rid of this geometry because we don't need that anymore. And then another circle of half of 14, which is 7. I didn't have to do halves there. I know that. Nope, it's radius of 14. Ooh, details, folks. 14. All right, and then from there, if you ever want to find like the edge point that's on a radius, what you can do is go from the middle and then follow the line. See, I'm on the red line right now. That red dotted line comes over and it hits right here. Take that straight down. And I'll do the same thing here. Hover, get the middle, come over on the red line until I hit the edge, and bring that straight down. And I can delete this extra geometry. That's a good sign that I should probably weld this if it's coming apart when I try to erase it. All right, and then that's that shape. So if I come over here, near here, it is 50. Bring it up 50. Triple click to make that a group. Triple click again, and we're gonna go unsoften, resoften. I over softened there, so we lost some edges. Now, again, to get this in line with everything else, I'll go from this point here to the middle of this, and then vertically, I'll grab a middle point there, go vertically to the middle of this. Okay, so now these pieces are lined up correctly. I don't know that they're the right distance this way, but I can check, right? Because I can come here, find this point, draw a line up 96. And that's where the center of this circle should be. So I could grab this, go find the middle point. All right, and that's where that should be. So this is all in line where it's supposed to be. Got a couple more pieces going on here. I got a tube coming out of the top of this. I got a tube going across here. I got a hole through this, and then I got to extend this piece into where it needs to go. So I'm going to grab all this and slide it off the paper slightly so it's not bothering me. So let's do that. Let's get that. Let's start with the big tube on top. Big tube on top is diameter 44. So I'm going to put a circle of 22. Then half that. So that's going to be 11. Delete that. And let's see, the overall length of that is 166 minus 96.
70, of course.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. like that was information I knew and forgot somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pub trivia.
Oh, man.
Of course, 70. Yes.
Yeah. There's some good stuff. I get a good, movie entertainment question. I kill it at pub trivia, but I'm going to be honest. It's probably not a surprise to anybody at all, but that math stuff, I just don't win there. I do not win there.
Yeah. Mathletes. It's the reason why they have a special, math competition, and it's not part of
my life.
Jeopardy or something. I don't know.
It's not part of me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's go to that center point. All right, we got some overlapping there, but we'll figure that out in a moment. All right, that looks perfect. Yes. I'm kind of feeling. No, let's just get all of them in there. Then we'll figure out how we intersect everything later. Half of 28 is 14. Half of 10 is 5. He says with authority. Pull it up 72. Make to a group. And then let's rotate it this way. Let's find the middle piece here. Doesn't really matter which one because I'm moving horizontally. Moving one direction at a time. So bring that over to the middle here. We need to move it vertical. So I'm gonna grab the edge right there. It's easy to pick the edge here because it's the edge that hits the bounding, or it's the point that hits the bounding box. And then we'll move that vertically. I can find the middle of this too because that's this one right here. It goes the longest into this. And then that aligns right at the center. So I'm going to take that again, middle here, or come back this direction. Go to the middle point, right here. There we go. Those pieces are all lined up. Last thing I'd have to do, that's got to come at least to here.
You're lucky you had all that practice with overlapping cylinders earlier because you got your...
No kidding.
It's all coming together on this one.
That's right. And then, oh, one last one because I have a 10 right here. So I'm going to draw this one in place actually. I'm going to come up with a circle. I'm going to constrain it. Draw a 5. Push, pull it all the way through. And again, because everything is in its own group, I can do this. If this were separate geometry, as soon as I drew that circle, it would weld with the geometry and then it would make a mess for me. But since it's separate, I can grab that, make it a group. And then, oops, I just hit the undo. Take this piece. No, I'm going to grab my cutter first. Go to tools. I'm going to save.
Save.
I'm good. I'm good.
Gotta be quicker on the trigger.
That's right. You need to get that like on your fingertip or like a button that you just like, maybe a big button, just so you can slap.
Oh, yeah.
That.
Easy button kind of thing.
Yeah, there you go. So I'm going to subtract this from this. And there we get one hole going through.
Nice.
And I can take these two because they don't overlap. I could grab both of these and go to tools and say outer shell. That'll connect the two of them together.
Mm-hmm.
And then we come to this. This is going to get a little messy. I'll be totally honest with you. Bear with me, folks. I think I know what I might do. I don't know what to do. I'm going to grab these two. So this piece right here, this piece right here, somebody's not solid. You're not a solid. So I'm going to go to Tools, Solid Inspector. Tells me I have one external face. Oh, that's pretty easy. I don't even have to use that. Well, I'll just come in here, delete that by hand. And now we're solid. Solid tool, solid group, solid group. I'm going to take those two and I'm going to do an outer shell on this too. Here's why. I'm going to double click in here and hide the rest of the model. This is what that gave me. And I know all I got to do now is just push that down like that. It goes away. Some geometry. You know, I should be using cleanup. Let's select all this. Go to extensions, go to cleanup, and say merge faces. The geometry's gone. Like that. Just that easy. All right. We're getting there. We're getting there. It's all coming together, kind of. All right.
Dave
This
says
is
to
where-
trim the bottom one with the one that has the keyway hole. So I think that's related to this, right? The bottom cylinder.
This?
Sorry if I'm speaking out of turn here. I'm talking about the little one in the middle.
Oh, this guy right here.
Little in the middle, yeah.
Trim it with this.
Maybe I'm.
Oh, I hear what you're saying. I think I got it. Okay, check it out. If I grab this, here's what I'm doing. I'm going to hide this temporarily. I grab this, and I'm going to use this as a punch to punch through this piece right here. I'm going to grab it. It's solid. I'm going to go into Tools, Solid Tools, trim that from this. So now if I look at this, this is what I got. So triple click that, get rid of it. Triple click that, get rid of it. And now I have this. I'm almost there. But now what I need to do is I need to break this so I have this part goes away. Watch this. I'm going to back up a little bit. I'm going to untrim that. Crap. I'm going to copy this. Control C to copy. I'm going to trim it again. Grab this. Tools, Solid Tools. Trim from this. now I got this. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. All right. Now I'm going to grab this. I'm going to move it over here, 200. Now I'm going to edit, unhide last. Oh no, paste in place. Sorry. Because now what I can do is I can take this and tools, solid tools, subtract that from this, which gives me those pieces, which is only kind of what, oh no, then all I have to do, yes, then get rid of this, get rid of this, and there we go. A little bit of cleanup to happen here.
Okay.
Close. We're
Nice.
close.
I was just letting you cook there. Dave has some more detailed instructions. If you want to check out the chat, that's up to you.
Yeah, that's a great idea because I didn't do something right.
Or do your own thing. Also, with all these undos, I want to get back to a comment that Ty said that we should have the save sound effect tied to your Control S shortcut, and then also if you whenever you undo, it should be the price is wrong sound effect. I don't have that. I have this. Be a lot of times to play that with all the Command Z's, but
that is good stuff. All right, so yeah, so this is we're exploring different ways to do tubes intersecting. That is always an issue because it would be really nice to say it's just a solid tool function, but unfortunately, it's a matter of maintaining certain fronts and backs. So, like Dave was saying, yes. So here's probably the better way to do it. If I take this, tools, subtract that from this, I'll get this, and then I could take this off, get rid of this, reverse these two. Then I could bring this over 200, and if I explode that, it'll merge back in with that geometry. I grab this, explode this, grab all of this and clean it up. Merge faces. Why didn't that go away? But I wanted to. All right, I'll be back in that in a second. And then I copied the hole on the inside separately. So now if I say edit, paste in place, put that where it was. Now that hole, I could just say right click, intersect face with the model, and then I should be able to just get rid of that. 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 And there we go. That cuts all the way through. So separately putting the outside of the pipe and the inside of the pipe intersecting is probably the way to do it. It does cause some issues. Why isn't this? I'm sorry. I'm totally hung up on this not cleaning up. Merge faces. All right. And then, oh, I'm hitting the wrong thing. That's why. Erase stray edges. Nope, still didn't do it. Huh. It wants me to manually erase. Do what SketchUp says.
Sometimes you just gotta clean it up the old-fashioned way.
That's right.
So Dave says, trim the cylinder with the other piece. Like I think the other cylinder, maybe? Trim the cylinder with the other piece, then outer shell the two, is what he says.
I believe you, Dave.
We're past that and now. But
okay.
I think. I mean, seems like you're
right.
Seems like you've gotten it. Yeah.
All right, so we're going to have the same issue with this last piece, though, right? Because if I go edit, unhide last, I'm going to have an issue here because same thing. I want to cut this off up here. So what I might do, here's kind of what I'm thinking, is that I grab this, make that a group, and make this just a stick that comes all the way through. So now I got two groups separate. Probably do the same thing here. We'll come in and grab this. I just need that smaller bit. Make that a group. Oh! Ooh, that's good. That's good stuff. All right. So now I think I would intersect these two outer sections and then come cut the holes out of it separately. I think that's going to work. The issue with this really comes down to how far back can I push this piece? I can't go back any further than that. But that's only a little bit of cleanup to do. So it's tough to cut it off, though.
JR says this was supposed to be the easy model.
I know. I said I'm just going to throw this one together real quick. It is the overlapping pipes that make it difficult, or more difficult. But I think what I could do, so if I just grab these two tools, outer shelled them. Oh, somebody's not solid. You're solid. You're not solid. Oh, no, that's supposed to be that way. All right, let's find out why that's not solid.
There's a hole, the face, the circle face in the hole, the same one that was there before when you did solid inspector. Isn't that? Oh no, that's separate. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, cut that out. Cut it out. Go to solid inspector. 3 stray edges somewhere. I don't even care. Just get rid of them. That's where I am.
Don't even tell me. I don't want to hear it.
Just get it gone. All right. So if I was to take these two pieces, go to tools and outer shell this thing. If I come into here, this is my problem, right? Because this is not going to work. But I think I could come pretty close. I just kind of do kind of this kind of thing. You know, it's kind of funny. Some people get really worried about destructive modeling. Oh, if I do that and it breaks something, what happens? You hit undo, and then
Yeah.
don't worry about it. It's not like it's
Sorry. Undo sound effect. Sorry.
Because that's what my shirt sounds like. But seriously, like if you ever run into a spot where something's not working right, this is the joy of modeling in a computer, is you can always undo it. So I triple click reverse face here, and then same thing here. I'm just making this into a solid. So yeah, so don't be afraid of doing some modeling that's going to break something, as long as you're taking into account what you would need to do to undo it. So that does mean things like grouping and being ready to hit undo, that sort of thing. Reverse faces. All right, so now I can just grab the big one first. Tools, solid tools, subtract that from here. And then grab this one, tools, solid tools, subtract that from here. And now we're done. That was more than I thought it was going to be. That was a fun one.
That's good work, though. Yeah, I like it.
I like it. I like how that turned out.
Overcoming adversity and pulling it all together.
Yeah.
Look at that. Bike Hike and Camp said that that piece would have taken them a week.
Well, not now. Now you got steps. You're gonna have to go click through that and pause a lot, but I'm there for you. All right.
Sorry. Who's in here?
Keep me on my toes. All right. All right. All right. I'm going to draw a circle here. Half of 170. I got to get right into it because I only got 20 minutes left to do this. So
Yeah.
170 halves. Whoa. Hello, big guy. Let's slide you over here. And then we got what? 108 halves on the inside of that. I'm thinking I'm just going to do this the full, what's our full height? 80. So I'm going to start by just going boom, 80, and then we'll cut this chunk out separate. That's my theory. I think that's my theory. 10. So that means this one 10. And then take this one and go down vertically 10. See if that's right when I cut the chunk out. So that gives us this piece right here. We have two chunks coming off. That one piece is at the bottom here. This little guy that sticks out. So maybe I'll start modeling that. I'll grab my.
We had a question about what do you think about modeling half of it and then making a component and mirroring it, but I think it's not quite symmetrical.
No, it's not.
At first glance, it might be, but then there's some pieces that are a little bit different. So it might save you some time, but not as much as a truly symmetrical object would.
Right. There's not a whole lot here that I'd want to try to mirror or something. So I understand the thought behind it, but unfortunately, why didn't that close up?
Yeah, I agree. Always a good thing to kind of have in mind at the beginning is this, are there any axes of symmetry here to save me some time?
Oh, I didn't quite do that. Remember how I was talking about how I run lines long? I tend to just kind of just grab a line and run it through like this. This is why, because I was really close, but it didn't quite close up. There we go.
Yeah, it doesn't cost you anything extra to
and then
keep
a
it
little
going.
segment here. Whew. There's multiple examples at once. There we go. All right.
Yeah, some Christmas sounds. I do need some Christmas sounds. You're right.
Oof, yeah. Some jingle bells. All right, 60 from the center. So again, if I draw that, let's draw this for reference. Again, I'm not drawing this on the axes, which is probably what I should have done. I should have started this circle on the axes. But if I come here, let's see. This circle is 60 down. This way, 60. So that's where the circle is. So again, let's see, 25. Almost centered, but not quite. It's tricky stuff. All right, and this has a diameter of 30, so I'm going to draw a circle right here, 15. And then from there, if I come down here, 25. Yes, that's how it should be. This one comes like this. This one goes here. That goes away. This all goes away. You go away. You go away. You delete. And then that piece comes up 25.
Nice.
All right. That's there. I need to get this chunk on here before I can come do my full cutout over here. So let's figure out what that looks like. So it looks like that. So from my center, I'm gonna group this real quick. And then from this center point, I come out this way. So from here out 26. This way, 26. Nope. 260. Big difference. Big difference. 260. It's all about the details. All right, and then that is two circles, 30, 56. Oh no, there's multiple. Okay, so right here, a circle of 15. a circle of half of 56. And then another circle of 35 radius.
Thanks, folks, for tuning in. Have a great weekend.
Yep, they got to go watch that other SketchUp live stream right now.
Yeah, it's taking over.
Why is it not breaking? Okay, doesn't matter. That circle's there. Let's see. It is bow tall. All right. Oh, is that a oh no, so this part is 80 tall. This part is 8. So that's up 8. Oh man, things got ugly. Okay, let's start by closing this up. Let's get a bottom face on here. Can't. And then take that piece up 8. And I should be able to just get rid of this. There we go. It gets us this. And now this is 17.2 up and then back down 21. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to come over here, draw a line down 21. And then when I pull this up, I'll just inference that. And there. Gotta watch those notes. See, when I start to hurry, I get silly.
Yeah.
Things just get silly.
Yeah, take your time and watch those inferences.
Yeah. All right, so that's the way that goes. This is separate. I'm not going to worry about this right this second. But that gives us the thickness of that collar piece going there. Now, over here, 110 over from the center of this. 110 over. That's right here. We have this thing, which is not dimensioned. Cool. So we have to work backwards because we come down 150 from here. We find out where this piece is right here. So let's do that. Let's say here. So what? All right. Question right now is, why do I sometimes use guides and sometimes not? And I don't know, because sometimes I just click and then sometimes I don't click. Sometimes I just draw stuff. I don't know. It's very interesting. So now I got to figure out where this is. So I don't know if I look at this. I don't want to say that's what's going on, but I don't know for sure. I don't have another horizontal dimension. That doesn't tell me where that is anyhow. If that just tells me where that corner is. 31 here, 50 here, 10 here, radius. I don't have this dimension. I don't have this dimension. Well, I do. This is 110 out. So I know where this is. All right, so that's this line. I don't know where this is. Don't know where this is. Yeah, this is where I need to.
Well, you know it runs into the circle, right?
I have to do these radii.
Oh.
I do, but I don't know where this point is. See?
Oh, yeah.
So this is a 20-degree radius coming off of this piece right here. So if I was drawing another circle. Wait a minute. Hold up. 20? Wait, what? Oh, duh. No, that's this. All right, so if I grab this and rotate it this way, 10 degrees, 20 degrees. Oops, nope. Give me a copy of that. Those are the angles of these two pieces. Obviously, they're not here. They are, in fact, going to be somewhere. So this is where a tangent finding tool would probably be the best thing to use. But
yeah, I think this came up on the last stream, some extension from TIG, maybe.
Yeah, I do believe so. There's a tangent finding tool, which in this particular thing probably would have been the way to do it. But I don't have time to go download something, apparently.
Yeah.
Apparently I'm okay with this. So I'm going to run that long, run this piece long, and then I just need to move this vertically until I intersect with this piece. Okay, that gets me to this. Or close to it. I don't know. I with this radiizes. Ugh, I just don't even know.
Close is all we can hope to be at this point.
Right. Too much erased. I over erased. All right, that gets us to that piece. Now from there, if we know where that is, we have this line right here.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your thinking here, but Dave has a note. Remember that the angled sides are not symmetrical across the center line in that part.
Right. So I can't assume anything. So I'm take this.
Like I think the 20 degrees difference from them is not exactly 20, right? I think is what he means.
So you're saying right here, right now, is lining up perfectly centered, and that's not true.
Like I don't know if the bottom one goes down further than the.
Yeah, this goes down further this way. Oh. But I can't tell how much.
Gotta use your powers of deduction, my friend.
Oh, I don't want to. Can't spell deduct without a deuce. Yeah, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at, folks. That's where I'm at. I'm sorry. I'm just being real. Keeping it real. Yeah, so this is off. This needs to come this way some amount, but I still don't know how much because... Okay, so I do know... I just... Oh, no, there's my line. So this piece right here, I know how far down that is from the circle. But I don't have the measurement from here. Oh, I do have the measurement from here back up. Okay, so that's 100 up from here. So I draw this way. All this mess. Needs to go vertically to this point. By Jove. No, that was wrong. Oop, hold on. Undo. Right. How do I do this? Let's grab this, make this a group. This group needs to go up to here. That's what we're looking at. Boom. Okay.
I have a couple other comments here. I don't know if they'll be helpful or not, so your call if you want me to read them out.
Feel free to blow these off, but...
Okay, I'll just say and let you deal with it. Dave says that the angles are 8 and 12 degrees. I think instead of 10 and 10 on either
Let's
sides
see
of
where I ended
the
up. I'm curious.
of the triangle. And then J.R. Wales says 60 millimeters down. So those are comments.
60 to here. Let me check this real quick. Give me my protractor. 12-ish. About 8. So I think I nailed it.
Yeah, get there. right on. We have a, there's a margin of error. As anything you're going to build in the real world, nothing's going to be perfect.
That's right. Just because it's being machined on a very accurate machine doesn't mean it's machine-like.
Mm-hmm.
Okie dokie. Okay.
But the thing is, you're not a machine. Okay?
I'm
Even
not
if
a
people
machine.
think you are.
AI can't do this.
I am not an animal. So
getting tired. Okay. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna finish this thing. It's gonna happen. All right. All right. So we're closer to knowing where something is. Okay. So from here, let's grab this bottom one. This one is 109, and that is 31. 31. All right, so there, and I can take that over to there. So that's that piece. Then this goes up 50. And that steps back 10 and then has a radius of 10. Come back 10. Oops. Come back another 10. And radius from here to here. There we go.
nice.
I don't drive people crazy. Well, just a little bit off. Why did you fix it? I'm tired. Still tired. There we go. All right, so that's that chunk, which marries into this chunk. And this is where this is the part that I'm off just slightly on. Or no, maybe, I guess, this piece. Looks like that. Is that right? Okay.
Yeah. Who's going to know? Nobody's going to know.
They're not going to know. All right. Orient faces. All right. That's that. I didn't scale those out, but I could do that. This does not. What the? Okay, so I need to intersect. Oh, that's explode that. And this. Intersect faces with selection. I'll give you a break line right there. Ooh, this one didn't quite go out. Uh-oh. That's right, uh-oh. Intersect faces with selection. Why do you do
Oh,
that?
get in there.
So close. What? Oh no.
I'm happy to see
It's happening.
this happen to
It's
you
happening.
because I feel like every time I model something, unless it's like super duper basic, I always run into stuff like this, and I'm like, ugh.
Yeah,
A lot of
I'm
times I
messing
just start
around
over.
a little too much here.
Yeah,
I'm poking at things and
trying to take too many shortcuts, or what? I think you're doing good, but maybe it's just because it's the last one. If this was the first one, you'd be like,
I'm tired.
yeah.
All right, that doesn't. But this doesn't seem like the same height as this, right? Because this looks like, oh, this is 72. 72 minus 21. 51. 50. 52.369.
See, it's your
No.
display accuracy that's wrong. Should just be to the closest meter.
This piece is 19.6. What in the world? Give me a clean dimension. Okay, this is 80. I got 80 here. All right, 80. And then that should go up 8. Let's check that. Here, up 8. We're good.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep,
Now
everything
from there,
checks out.
the top should be up 72. 72. Yep, that's good. And then this next piece is down 21. Down here, 21. Just get breaks right there. That should be right here. All right, so now this, 21, this, 8, and this, 51. Yes. Still looks too big. It looks way bigger than this.
Mhm.
Well, that's all I got to say about that. Let's clean this up real quick with Salt Inspector. Everything's wrong.
You got some white
All
in there.
Let's see what happens if I hit fix, just for fun. See, if you just delete most of the model, it's easy to find a solid.
Yeah,
Let's
the
undo that.
cylinder is solid.
I believe the problem's in here. I think if I was to navigate inside, yeah, this face right here needs to be gone. That's an extra face. Oops. What?
Nice, living up to your shirt.
Oh, this whole thing. There we go. All right. So, I don't know. All these, everything looks not quite right scale to me. It all looks bloaty and big. Wait, is that this piece? How tall is? Oh no, that's the circle. Nope. Okay, I see what I did. Maybe. I don't know what's going on here. No, I do honestly, I see the issue I seem to be having.
Yeah.
Yeah, just letting you know. All right, so the issue right now is that this vertical dimension, so right here, right, hold up. So we have 25, and we got 35. Come here, up this way, down 35. And then we'll come back to the face there. That's only 20. It should be 100. I don't know how that got so off, but if I come in here, this should go up another 80. can do is, I'm going to start drawing this thing. So this right here, this comes up 100 to there.
Mm-hmm.
That goes back to someplace where I don't know where it goes. Right here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. To there. That's right here. And that comes back 8, 18. So here, if I come back 18, up 8, bring that over like that, and then go up 64. That. That's the chunk I need to cut out. But before I can do that, I need to get this to the right spot and the right height. So if I come in here, all of this needs to move vertically. I'm going to put it at the center temporarily. I had a thing that I didn't like floating around in there. Ew. Ew, ugly geometry. Okay. There we go, there we go. Me? Yeah. All right. So what I got to do is figure out where this is, because there's actually, the issue that I'm running into is if this is the right height, which I believe it is. Oh, and I can align right here. Yes. Cool. Come back out here. Turn off my hidden geometry. Grab all this. Slide that vertically. Unhide the rest of my model. That should be lined up with this point. Why is it not inferencing? SketchUp's tired too. What the heck? There we go. Okay,
Weird.
so that lines up there. This is 64 tall. This is 51. So this comes over. Oh, it's the middle. I don't know. At this point, I'll be honest. I don't think I any longer know what I'm doing. Oops. I don't want to.
I think you're doing great.
Thanks. Matt is an optimist. Put that there. All right, and now this.
Also, I don't want to forget to mention that stick around too till the end of the stream, because you will hear who our special guest is for 2 weeks from now. It's a big one, so don't go anywhere yet. If you want to get the sneak peek on the SketchUp Live guest.
All right,
On
I'm almost
December
done.
19th.
I'm gonna draw a couple more lines. We're gonna do a quick push pull, and then I think we will be there. Let's see, where's this go down to?
No, take your time. Get this one done. As you like. There's no problem.
Yes, yes. No. All right, now I got to make sure this is solid. Tools, solid inspector. Let's Gotta be a way to make it stop coming up over there, right? All right. So I take this piece, which is a solid group.
Mm-hmm.
Oops, hold up. I want to push this back
JR
in.
reminded you to save. Which I saw you do.
Save. All right. Here we go. I don't know. Save. Tools. Solid tools. Subtract.
Folks.
Don't look too
My
closely.
friends.
All right. So we just delete this. And we're there. All right.
Look at that.
Last couple things. Let's soften some things up. Let's grab that paintbrush. Chrome.
Hey.
Who cares
Chrome
if it's red? Look how shiny it is. All right, so we did it. We got through. Dang! If only Dave, you should have warned me. I'm kidding. Dave did say something on the forum that that was not an easy piece. That's good. That's good stuff.
Yeah,
all right.
that was a lot.
But check this out.
Yeah, sneaky complex pieces for sure, but coming through in the clutch and bringing them all up. Yeah, this one's from a couple weeks ago. If you missed that stream, check it out on our YouTube channel. But yeah, look at all those. Look at those fine machine parts.
Oh, you know what else we can do? We'll just up this a little bit. We'll go shadows, turn shadows on, and come on now.
Hot dog.
Happy Friday. That's what that says.
Mm-hmm.
If I look from this side, get that. You go in the background. All right. Awesome. Well, hey, thanks, folks. This was fun despite my little bit of struggle on that end one. It's just a tough piece. That's a tough model. It does make me kind of want to go through and just like really get analytical and deep in there and figure that out. But I like where we ended up. We ended up with something that looks a lot like that. Yeah. So next week, like we said, we'll be back here doing our Christmas model, Nakatomi Plaza. You got some good pictures of it. It's going to be a fun one. And 2 weeks from now, go for it, Matt. You can do the thing since you set this all up.
Yeah, totally. Well, we have a very special YouTube personality coming on the show because we do the show primarily on YouTube, and it's the other big SketchUp channel, the SketchUp Essentials. So
That's
Justin
right.
Geis from the SketchUp Essentials. I'm sure you've seen his videos. He's a master and has many. I'm sure a lot of overlap with our channel. So, but yeah, he's coming in, and we're gonna talk over a very complex, cool-looking highway model and extensions that he used to create it. So, it's gonna be a fun one, and we're looking forward to seeing you guys back here and hey, getting some different faces. And who better than Justin Geis to have on here because he is the SketchUp Essentials.
He's the guy. I'm super excited. I watch Justin's videos all the time, so and I think we've always had a good relationship. We've done some like pretend competition with him on number of subs and that kind of stuff. But no, Justin is a great guy, great SketchUp user. He's a general contractor in real life, so he might talk about that a little bit. But then this model that we're going to look at is super cool. So definitely plan to come back. Put it on your calendar. It'll be the last SketchUp stream of 2025 too. So we're going out with a bang.
Absolutely. Yep. Bang sound effect.
Yes. So good.
But yeah, I know. I'm looking forward to it just to watch it too, because that'll be
fun. Yeah,
exciting to it'll be like the meeting of the minds, the ships passing in the night or something. Well, not really, because I guess we're gonna be talking, but two big SketchUp channels on YouTube merging their forces together to bring the year to a close. So yeah, it should be a fun one.
Yeah, it'll be great. So yeah, plan on that. Come back next week, next Friday, do some Christmas modeling. Come back, or holiday modeling, excuse me.
With the hand gesture as well.
Sometimes my body does things. I'm like, oh, I did that. We'll do some holiday modeling, and then we'll hang out with Justin on the 19th. It's going to be awesome. Great way to end the year. So thank you, Matt. Thank you for helping out. Thank you all for watching, and yeah, have a great weekend. See you next time.
Thanks.